Is it just like one of the most hard-boiled fights, but some of the lamest characters?
Absolutely not. Take that back. Both of them are peak One Piece characters. Frankie is the hard-boiledest of all of the Straw Hats, and Senor Pink is also probably the most hard-boiled of the One Piece villains.
Senor Pink.
That's what his name is, yeah.
Sounds like he's purposely going out of his way to, make these ultra serious characters look as ridiculous as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's part of their appeal, I guess. Part of their appeal. Yeah, man, look, that isekai for Suicide Squad just looks, I don't know.
Animation
I don't know,
looks
man.
amazing.
Oh, of course, it's Wit Studio. They're phenomenal. They do some amazing stuff. But I hope it just doesn't drag it down to DC's level. I mean, all due respect, there's been a lot of great DC stuff, but it's not like they're gonna let the.
I think
they're
it's actually
they're not gonna let go
manga.
of the characters.
I think it's already a manga.
Oh, really?
I think so. Welcome back to episode 52 of Read This Way, our podcast where we talk shit about anime, manga, and cover as much of the news as we can. And
yeah,
Logan, what's going on, buddy?
Man, it's written by a guy from ReZero and someone else from Vivi. This might be a little bit more hardcore than we're giving it credit for.
Then you're giving it credit.
Shut up. Okay.
I already got sold by this because, like,
I mean, it looks the illustration work and the animation looks beautiful. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Of course we will watch it. Looks great.
I mean, I kind of stopped watching the trailer after I saw dinosaurs, but the rest of it looked really cool.
Well, it's an isekai, man. It's gonna put them in a fantasy world. It's gonna be so weird. And I hope they make it super weird because they've definitely got the character profile to make it weird. Suicide Squad characters are, of course, innately a little bit odd.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll come through and it'll be good as the other series she's in. She's got her own show. That's really funny.
I recently saw the because I went down to Melbourne last weekend and I saw the comic. It's a DC comic, the Harley Quinn ruins the DCU.
Yeah, that sounds like something we should do.
That actually looks really good.
Yeah, they've really.
I know. I'm sorry, Dapple Ass. But it was. I don't know. I was at work. It looked weird, and I had to get back to work.
That's more reason to keep watching, isn't it?
It's my excuses.
It looks weird.
Yeah, but not in a good way. I was like,
Yeah. So she's essentially become DC's Deadpool. Breaking those boundaries, the fourth wall, all that sort of stuff. Has done so in the past. So, yeah. Hopefully they can just let her have, let them have fun with it. It'll be good.
It looks like it's going to be fun. Yeah, we got a new key visual for the second part of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc coming in August.
Man, they're really pouring a lot of money into this show, and it shows. Bro, it looks stunning.
It Bleach's always.
I know.
And it's even better now because they're actually stepping away from the consistent weekly release schedule.
Yeah, it's all laid out in front of them now, so they can take their sweet time.
That, they're apart from One Piece, but even then, One Piece does the breaks. Now it doesn't necessarily just go on forever, animating into perpetuity.
Yeah, and it shows, man.
Mm.
You've seen the latest stuff that they've been doing. The key animators they got for their action scenes, it's just something else, you know.
Dude, end of this
Really
month.
beautiful stuff.
End of this month, Warner Brothers Japan are doing the Gear 5th launch, and I am so hyped.
I'm actually pretty keen to see it myself because I've seen the panels, and I'm really curious to see what Warner Brothers are going to bring to the game here.
Dude, I'm so excited.
And you know, the fact that they're stepping in means they might be looking to break a few boundaries and actually, you know, get stuck into a bit more anime.
I reckon it's going to be next level.
Hopefully so. I think it will be. I have a feeling. The Warner Brothers still do a lot of 2D stuff, so
yeah,
you know,
and
good to see.
this is going to be all, pardon me, rubber hose animation going crazy. So, this is going to be so good.
It's going to be goofy and ridiculous and fun.
Do you reckon
that's what we want.
You'll be in it too. Oh, that's Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Disney. No, they'll have the Animaniacs.
True.
That'd be so on point for that series.
We got a. Well, I can't put it up because we'll get copyright flagged again.
Of course we will. Just talk about it then.
Actually, I can put this up. This will. Yeah. So the official teaser number 2 will be coming out. Actually, no, it's out already now.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Undead Unluck, and it is coming out in October.
Studio David have pulled out the stops for this bad boy.
Dude, it looks so good.
It looks phenomenal. And dare I say it, actually looks better than the manga.
I mean,
early manga.
Yeah.
So the early stuff, as fun as it was, you know, had room to grow, which he's proven that he can do that.
Did you notice that they're leaning away from the pervy aspects? It's going hard
as far as we can tell.
Yeah. At least in the trailers, it's steering more into like the action. Action drama. With the
well, that's what's kept it going for so long, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
The world building and the action drama are the two things that have kept this series.
Fuko,
alive.
that's her name. Forgot.
So you know, it's no surprise that they're leaning heavily into that particular area, and the money they're dumping into the action sequences. You know, it's definitely going to be worth keeping an eye on and watching.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of people going to be blindsided by this show because they haven't read the manga or heard about the manga. And
I really hope that they are like they seem to be leaning really heavily into the depression aspect of Fuko's character at the start. Like she does not look in a good place, and she's not, because like when Andy meets her, she was attempting suicide.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, she was basically killing everyone around her. It's
unintentionally.
How could you not feel like killing yourself? It's
ironically, she was going to jump in front of a train,
which would have had terrible repercussions. Absolutely horrible repercussions. Like, I know, but at that point, she didn't know. She didn't know.
It's so funny in retrospect. I kind of hope they just scrap the gropiness.
But it's such a short. I mean, it's pretty.
I know
it's early on, and it's really short, and it doesn't reflect. I don't think it reflects on the character at all that well, like personality wise, because they basically drop it after that first 10 chapters.
Yeah, which is why I hope that they scrap it, because tonally, from what they're showing, I don't think it'll fit. I don't think they need it for the comedy aspect. I think that they can get away with just cutting it completely.
Yeah. Well, we can hope that they do.
It's a little too rapey.
Yeah, and they've got a lot more foresight to work with here. They know what's coming. and they know what direction to take the characters in. So yeah, they'll just steer away from it, I think.
I'm hoping for the best, but it looks amazing regardless. So
Yeah,
I reckon it's going to be. Was it, what did I say? October? Yeah, the sleeper hit for the late end of the year.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be quite surprising for a lot of people, I think. What else is on the chopping block?
Well, this next one. Hang on, where did it go? So we've got a leaked schedule for Jujutsu Kaisen. So this is how it's going to be. Season 2 is going to break down, and I'm excited.
So okay, recap of season 2, episodes 1 through 5, and the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. Recap of season 1. Break. Start should be incident arc. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're looking at the first 6. I don't know how long. I don't know how long this series season's going to be, but it's weird that we've got so many recaps.
And when they say recap, they're just replaying the old episodes, right?
Probably not. It's probably going to be like a recap episode.
No, this is the TV schedule. So they're recapping. So they're replaying. So recap of season 2, episode through 5.
Because the hidden inventory arc is going to be like the start of season 2. Then August 10th is an episode dedicated to recapping episodes 1 through 5 and the Zero movie. Then there's a recap of season 1. Then there's the scheduled break, and then the next week they're starting the second part of the season 2 with the Shibuya incident arc.
Why?
I don't know.
Is this to reflect his janky way of time manipulation? Because he's notorious for being so jarring with his movements and time jumps and leaps and shifting between characters and forgetting about characters. It's just
does he forget about them, or does he just stop caring about them?
I think he forgets about them. I honestly think he forgets about them, and then at some point goes, "Oh, why? Yeah, that person's still there somewhere."
I mean, we still don't know what's happened to Nobara. Like, she's still we know she's alive, but we haven't seen her since since the Shibuya incident. It's weird.
It is a weird lineup. Very bizarre.
I don't understand, but we'll get a little bit more going forward. We also get a can I actually let me? No, it won't. We got another PV for season 2 of Hell's Paradise. I can't show it because we'll get copyright stricken again.
But that's okay. People can go watch it. It's if you've been keeping up with it, you know exactly what you're in for. Just more of it. Lots more.
I actually picked up the dub a little the other week, and the casting was so good.
Nice. I might have to check it out. I didn't look at the dub actually because I was kind of watching.
Well, I've been doing lettering and I've been putting on dub in picture while I've been doing that. So, and it's been it's been nice to kind of get through some of my backlog. What did I watch?
I'm sorry to take away so much of your precious time.
It's good. I'm actually getting to watch anime that I haven't done that in ages.
Nice.
I got to watch Vinland Saga. before
Oh yeah,
that,
you were saying
which I simped all over last week.
that. It is
We
epic.
got another key visual for 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You.
Is
That's
this
coming out.
the undoable anime? Did they say?
Is it?
Didn't they say that like early on? They're like, how can this possibly be made? And
I have no idea.
I don't know what's going on. Looks like another delightful harem series.
Yeah.
With all your classic pro tags.
I think I've
That's
got.
it.
I know I've got a couple under the belt, but I think there's not. Oh man.
Man, Kindergarten Wars is smashing along. It's gonna have an anime soon, I reckon.
That's ooh. So My Hero
Yeah.
Academia will be on the cover for upcoming Jump Giga, scheduled to be published on August 10th. However, Fusai Naba, mangaka of Aliens Area, will be taking the lead color page of the issue with a new work.
That's a bit exciting.
That is a bit exciting.
Who are they gonna can?
Well, I wonder.
Sorry, I just
Because Gen Osaka, the mangaka that did Doron, will also be publishing a new work titled Bakaru in the new issue of the educational magazine.
I
Which
wonder if they're one
is
shots. I
that's
wonder if they're both
Study
one
Jump.
shots. Study Jump. What the
Yeah,
educational magazine?
I
What the hell is that?
haven't heard of that one
Man,
before.
that sounds weird. They teach you how to count by
Maybe.
demon slaying.
I hadn't seen the. Did we show off the volume cover for Aliens Area 3?
I don't think we had.
I don't think I'd seen it before because that looks pretty.
Oh man, it looks in. I miss it.
I know.
Such a wacky series.
Did you say waste or wacky?
Wacky
Yeah,
series.
well, both are true.
Yeah, and it is a waste because it was it was feeling real good.
I can't believe they canned it. Well, no, I can.
Well, I guess it just didn't pull the numbers they wanted. I would like to see those few chapters though. So
yeah,
I'll definitely get my hands on the physical copies so I can at least cap it off properly.
Goku Rakugai Volume 1 is getting a reprint for the 7th time, and Volume 2 is getting a reprint for the 3rd time. I've been slowly catching up on it. Weirdly enough, the art drops off occasionally. Like
It's a time
really
frame
sketchy.
thing.
Yeah, but is it because it's not a weekly release?
Yeah, but there's still a lot of work involved.
I'm aware. Yeah.
I know you're aware.
It's just weird.
Unless it's just I don't know.
Well,
a lot of it's
SQ.
inexplainable.
Yeah.
It's not like it's dropping off do retry style, but it's now and then it's obvious.
No. You should definitely hang on.
Yeah, you'll find one where maybe they're
I will.
purposely done just to make you appreciate the proper pages.
It honestly, it looks unfinished. This is a color spread that we got for Jujutsu Kaisen while I quickly try and find the Goku
Nice
Rakugai.
colors.
Right?
Nice. Man, they've been working so hard on the colors on these covers. Chainsaw Man made such an impact.
Yeah.
When it did its color spreads on those covers, and they sold so well. And I think mainly because of those covers, people picked it up, and they've clearly noticed that. So they've been driving those really vibrant pop colors.
Neon splash.
Mm.
It's good.
Which great. I love it. Don't stop it because I'm really enjoying it. It makes my shelf look amazing. As it does.
This is the Dragon Ball Volume 25 cover, that the Super Gallery,
Looks pretty
by
good.
Kazue Kato, Blue Exorcist.
Mm.
It's a nice one.
It's a classic cover, is what it is. You could definitely see that as an actual Dragon Ball cover.
Actually, I need to catch up. The newest chapter dropped just the other day. Actually, I haven't read it yet.
Is that? I'm just trying to. I need to have a proper look at that image actually, because I'm just trying to work out who it is that's there. Ah, yep. Okay. So it's Goku, Gohan, Krillin, and who's the girl? Red hair. Dang.
Sorry, hang on.
No, it's just me not remembering. There's so many characters in that freaking.
Actually,
card.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I can't work it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
We've got. I've got the Goku Reku guy thing queued, but do we want? Yeah, good. I'll drop it in the news. Share this page. All right. So you get art like this that looks
Yeah,
like
looks great.
gorgeous. And then you're getting this, still tasty. And what the hell? Is that sharing? No, it's not. It's broken.
No, you broke it, man. It's just the Australian internet doing its thing. I can see it for a brief moment, and I can see it on that page.
There, that we'll do this one instead.
Yep. Okay, that's unfinished.
See what I mean?
I just ran out of time, or they forgot. It's not like they drew a question mark on their head.
And there's like this one here, like you can still see the lines where they're doing the, like, that one's not too bad. But like that previous one, it was very jarring as well when I was reading it.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of someone else, yeah.
Was it Jujutsu that did it a few years back?
Just before they were hospitalized?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that looks great.
Yeah. Like, it's super good from what I've read so far, because the chapters are pretty large. So I think they're monthly releases.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that they're taking care of themselves, because it's just
it's a lot of work.
Yeah. And yeah, it was complete. I was just like, oh no. And then it just picks up straight again, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's possibility they just ran out of time to go back and do those pages.
Yeah. Hopefully, for the printed versions, they're fixed up, even if it is just by the assistants.
Yeah. I'm not too fast. It kind of encapsulates the whole process.
Yeah. So we've got a date for Kaiju number 8. It is very close. We're looking at August 5th with a new key visual.
Next year.
What? No, this year. What are you talking about?
2024.
What?
It says right there, 2024.
Oh, new information
on. I'm just like, no, man. It's next year they were talking about.
Yeah, whoops, my bad. I got too excited.
I know you want to see it.
I do.
Especially after what they did with Heavenly Delusion. I feel like this is gonna be something else.
And I mean, this key visual fills me with a lot more confidence as well.
Mm.
That looks tasty as hell.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking the backlash on that little picture that they released was
They're
enough
like,
for them to
nah.
go, no, that was just you know, it wasn't real. That was a joke. Joke, guys.
Starts
Do
hyperventilating.
it, you idiot.
We can't release this.
It's great. It's all good.
So
I have confidence that they'll come through.
We have a new title that actually I heard about a little while ago. I've been waiting for some announcement for an English release before talking about it, because I heard it from a anime YouTuber that's in Japan at the moment, which is how they're reading it. It is called Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, and it is a seinen manga, slice of life rom-com,
Okay.
about a salaryman who's just hella depressed. And in a non-creepy way, the only part of his day that brightens it is by going into a konbini where he's kind of latched onto one of the retail workers there, just from her like bubbliness, her kindness and whatnot. I 100% believe that the plot twist is that it's going to be this chick that he meets behind the konbini, who in her spare time, like once she's not working, she's like punk as hell. And he's just an idiot and can't correlate the two girls because they're like night and day. That's from what I'm gathering from, because I haven't read it myself yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Like it seems like an adult Horimiya.
Well, we can only hope.
So I'm excited to see that one. Unfortunately, we're not getting the actual English translated until 2024. So
of course not, because you know.
I know. There may be the scanlations. The tar in their lungs. I mean, yeah.
It's all about the story.
Yeah. No, I got nothing.
Just is what it is.
Thanks for coming along, Renegade.
Yeah.
Oshinoko has been smashing everything again. 12 million copies in circulation now. Idol by Yasobi is still absolutely smashing the charts everywhere. Wait, isn't Fault in Our Star, is that the one where they die of cancer? Or am I getting that confused with another?
Mate, I can't remember.
Is that the joke? Did I nail it?
The joke.
I feel like I nailed it.
Let's say you did. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be corrected very soon. Might be a good connection. Where were we?
I don't know. I got very distracted. Come
on.
Oh, Oshinoko is just
Oshinoko. That's right. It's smashing
everything.
The world over. It's topping the charts. It's creating controversy in the newspapers. It's
you're gonna have to watch it now or read it now, dude.
Well, everybody else
season 1's finished.
I haven't. And
yes, season 1's
I don't know. It's yeah, I know, but it's hit that point now. It's hit that point where it's just like everybody has said how good it is that even it doesn't matter how much I lower my expectations, the bar is set so high that when I watch it, I'm gonna be disappointed.
No.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
you'll
I'm
be
gonna
fine.
watch it. I'm just like, I don't get what everyone's talking about.
You're like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Nothing that hasn't been done before.
I mean, yeah. What was the movie that did the thing, but back in early 2000s? The
The pancreas.
Not
No.
that one. Satoshi Kon, was that his name? That
Oh
did
yeah.
it's not perfect. Is it Perfect Blue?
I don't know. Is it? What are you talking about? What are you?
Hang on. You know
Come on. You just started talking about Satoshi Kon, and
the guy he's the guy that did Tokyo Godfathers, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. What was the idol pop
Yeah,
star?
that was Perfect Blue.
That was Perfect Blue? Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah.
That's probably the um
I wouldn't have expected to put it on the same level as Perfect Blue.
no, but that's probably the closest thing that I can kind of relate it to. But it's like
Yeah,
a shonen sort of demographic
yeah. Perfect Blue was a
version.
psych thriller.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much an insider view into
Yeah. This is like an
the
insider
system.
drama.
Yeah, yeah. I get where you're at though,
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
idols and all that sort of stuff, and people doing bad things because they're famous.
What was the plot of Paprika? Because I feel like that was
Paprika is all about dreams, man.
that's right.
Yeah. What a phenomenal movie.
In my head, for some reason, the two kind of overlap a little bit.
Oh, but they're so drastically different.
I know, but like it's because in my head, for some reason, the MC from Perfect Blue is the girl from Paprika. I don't know why. And
No.
it's been
It's just
so
the visual
long since
styling.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been like
Yeah.
so long since I've seen either of them that I'm it's gonna need a rewatch.
Yeah. Satoshi's got
Um,
a very particular visual style, which, a lot of people have trouble replicating or even getting close to. And his directing style was just phenomenal.
oh, I've lost Logan again. Oh, absolutely. Um, if you have a look at any of Satoshi Kon's work, I think Tokyo Godfather is actually on Netflix. Last I checked. Where is it? Millennium Actress is another really good one of his. And a lot of them were done by Studio Madhouse, which was the production company that he might have founded. I might be talking at my ass there though. Paranoia Agent is also something phenomenal that he worked on as well. I'll link in the we will be. You're talking about Cheat Skill? Because we watched the last episode just before we dropped on, and oh boy, is it a stinker. Oop, there he is.
Sorry, man. That
That's all
was
good. It
yeah.
honestly, it was better where you dropped in out this time than it was last time, because I was talking about Satoshi Kon, so I
Yeah.
could just keep talking about him.
It just flattened, man. I don't know what happened there. My phone was still connected. My computer just disconnected. So, anyway, right. Where was I at?
Well,
I was gushing over Satoshi Kon because I'm a
yeah,
big fan.
we're past that now. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I've recommended a bunch of Satoshi Kon stuff. Oh, why has it done it like that? That's weird. Renegade French Maid was jotting down a few recommendations. I was like, Paranoia Agent is still probably because that's a
It's
series,
a
isn't
fan
it?
favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
Paranoia Agent was definitely a fan favorite for most people. I was introduced more into his film environment.
Yeah.
So I didn't attach quite as heavily as other people did to Paranoia Agent, which is fine. I think his style translated better to cinematic representation
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Because coming from a manga background, he knew how to direct before he even got there.
The last little bit in well, it's not really news. It's just a tie into us talking about the weeklies. Did you actually read chapter 2 of Icehead Girl?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, man. You didn't, did you?
No, I didn't. I was going to, but then I just chose not to.
I don't blame you, to be honest. It's still not grabbing me. It's a better chapter, but it's still I hate him. I don't like him as a main character. He's so annoying.
Yeah, I got that vibe. Like in the last chapter, I'm just like, this is not the MC I want to read. Unless there's some sort of time skip and something drastic happens, I don't want to read this. So I'm not down for because it's a series that belongs in like Young Jump.
Yeah.
This is
But
not.
weirdly enough, like they're trying to make it he doesn't fit in the world. That's the issue that I'm having.
Yeah, the rest of the world's all like dark and
Edgy and
edgy, but he's just like this little,
herder running around. Like he's kind of not. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but he's just an annoying little twerp. I feel like Team Rocket while I'm reading it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I know what you mean. And he's the character is definitely not. It's just not my thing. I like the world building. I like the idea behind everything that's happening in the background.
He just
But
sucks.
you're right. He just sucks. He needs to be broken.
Yeah.
Which, if they've got the plan to break him later, that's fine. But I tell you what, if they don't get onto it quick, people are going to stop reading it or not read it at all. So it's it'd be a shame for another, alumni of the Red Hood environment to go down that path.
Yeah. I wish it well, but I don't know if I'll read past chapter 2.
No, I don't
I
know.
might.
From what you've told me about chapter 2, I don't think I'll be reading past 1.
Oh, you didn't finish 1?
I finished 1, but it was a slog. I had to
Yeah.
force myself, and it took actually a couple of sittings to read through it. So, and if that's any indicator, it's tells you I'm not down for it.
Man, I wish we lived in Japan. I'll preface this because Saya Hayama, a popular TV weather presenter, is recommending.
I saw that.
Is recommending Marriage Toxin,
which she should because it's such a good series.
It is. It is. Welcome,
hey, Brandon. It's just great to see that it's catching on and people are supporting it.
It's just funny that it's like a weather presenter.
She's a person too.
I know, but it's like it's weird.
I guess it's still a big thing over there.
Yeah.
Like local TV is still a big thing over there, right?
Yes. I don't know, man.
I'm going to assume yes. I don't know.
Um.
I'm still pulling from references from like 90s anime and stuff like that. It's just
Actually, the last little bits of news that I have for people is the Naruto TV anime will be premiering its completely new animation project to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the series on September 3rd. And I'm honestly really excited to see what this looks like.
well, they've been talking about this for a little bit now, haven't they?
100% he wasn't bullied enough as a kid.
Are you? Yeah, but the story says otherwise.
Man, what is wrong with the comment section on StreamYard at the moment? It's not. I'm sorry, Renegade French maid. For some reason, I missed your comments when they were relevant. Yes, she is our goddess, and yes, Gildan does definitely need to be bullied more. Except in chapter 1, he was bullied pretty hard by
Yeah, and it had
the
no effect. So
the ice Viking mummy because she was hot. I don't care. Oh, she was probably like the best part of the first chapter.
yeah, yeah, you're not wrong.
Um, God, he sucks. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to see the Naruto reboot. Hopefully it does really well and they
Is it?
reboot the entire thing.
Is it a reboot? What are they doing? What is
I
this? What
have
is
no
it?
I don't know, man. It's just they just keep saying it's a Naruto. Like this is it. That this is all
Yeah,
they've said
completely
about it.
new animation project to commemorate
So
the first.
maybe it's
So
just an AMV. Who
yeah,
knows?
maybe they're just reanimating some key moments
Yeah.
in the series.
Like, by the looks of this, yeah, that does look like what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other really cool thing, which I can't show you any of you, is the VTuber artist Mori Calliope released a joint venture with Jump and Oda to do a song for promoting Egghead Island arc in One Piece, and the animation for it is so good.
It's pretty fun, I gotta say.
It like the song is a bop. The actual animation is just gorgeous, and it's basically recaps the entirety of the Egghead Island arc that we actually spent with the Straw Hats.
Pretty short arc
I mean,
for Oda.
it was the highlight. It's still ongoing, dude.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just gone on hiatus, and
So he's taking 2 days off.
and half of the arc is like been let's see what everybody else is doing. So yeah, it's good. But we also recently got to see the voice actor of Luffy meet up with the voice actor. Sorry, not the voice. Okay, guy who's playing Luffy in the live action meet
Yeah.
up with the voice actor of Luffy, and they did the we're gonna become king of the pirates, and he got
Oh, God, I
past the
hope.
straw hat. I've got high hopes for it, man.
I know you do, but I just can't. I don't know if I can.
Nah, I'm gonna
Man,
force you.
I know I'm gonna watch it, but if anything, I'm gonna come from a fresh angle. I'm gonna
Yeah,
come from a I don't know what I'm actually watching angle, which will give it a different perspective, I guess, compared to someone who's a hardcore fan.
yeah.
So yeah, it'll
If anyone
yeah,
that wants
it'll
to check out the video One Piece one that I was talking about, links in
yeah,
the live chat.
it's definitely worth a
Um,
watch.
Dude, it's so fun. It goes for 2 minutes. The song's
Mm,
real fun. I like it. Um, I like Maury.
yeah,
She does fun stuff.
good, 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 good.
I think
That's the news,
That
man.
is it. That's the news. And I don't
That's the
want to
news.
talk about Icehead Gill again because
Because you just
God,
because you just
it
want to rub it in
sucks.
that I didn't read it.
I know.
So
I'm up to date now with
normally
something
I'm
that's
the one up to
new.
date, and you're playing catch up.
I know. Dude, MMA is so good though.
I've been really, really enjoying that. And this latest episode, wow, that last page,
Oh
was a
yeah. Yeah. I had
great
to remember because
moment. And I had a feeling, I just had this like
weeks
little
felt so
feeling
long.
that was going to happen, or something like that was going to happen. But the way he kept talking about his brother, I just assumed that he'd run off and become like
dead.
or just
we're so jaded.
just a no good guy, you know. But it turns out that he's just a freaking MMA star.
It's weird that she didn't twig on straight away.
Well, she did though. She just didn't mention
Well, she kind of did. She was like, "Oh, that name
there was
seems
a
familiar,"
panel. Yeah,
and then that was it.
yeah, because she didn't want to ruin the surprise, eh?
No, I don't. I think she's an idiot. I don't think she twigged on at all.
Okay, so yeah, she probably is an idiot, but it's a fun part of her character.
She
I
was
want
just
to know
getting
what she did in that fight. I want to know what that dark secret is. That she wouldn't tell her father about.
I forgot what that was all about.
That was like the last chapter, man.
I know.
Remember, her dad was just like, if I win, you got to tell me about that fight, and if she wins, she gets to go into the go MMA pro. That was the agreement. Yeah, you remember that?
I kind of got fixated on just the punch fighting, to be honest.
The technicalities. I love the fact that he was just going into a full, I'm going to break your damn fingers hold. And then just rush in, stop!
No.
That's bad. Don't do that. You can pummel their head in, but don't break their fingers.
That's illegal.
Yeah, which is true. Joint manipulation like that is
small joint.
Yeah.
You can go the elbows, and knees, and hips.
Manipulate those hips.
Can you do wrist and ankle? I don't actually know enough. Or is that considered illegal as well? Because you can do. It's because you can do serious damage, isn't it?
Yeah, but they do ankle locks.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Is that the premise? Like, I don't know enough about it. I will soon, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that they're going to go into it.
I just got a little bit excited that you were going to get into MMA and just start doing it, but then I'm just like, no, you would die.
Yeah. Like I said, was it last week when I was like, man, this is making me want to get into it, but then I'm like, it's like any of the martial arts series. I'm like, damn, I want to do martial arts so bad, but I won't be able to spar with anybody. They'll look at me wrong and I'll just bruise and break a bone.
It does it it's a good series when it makes you want to get into something. And
it's like
and it definitely you suddenly want to be a skateboarder, right?
Yeah,
you want to go down hills really fast. Let's go.
And snowboarding parallels that, right?
Yeah, well, it is. That was a very snowboardy kind of series. That I know it's skateboarding, but
well, the other
represented
MC
snowboarding a lot more.
You had the two MCs, the skater and the snowboarder. Man, I don't think I actually watched the last 2 episodes of that.
You don't need to. You watched the bulk of it. You don't need to watch much more.
I think I just kind of got sad when it ended, and I was like, oh.
Read the manga, man.
Yeah, but it won't have the same impact.
It's not the same. Yeah.
It's like Aegyo.
Yeah.
Like,
really? I can tell you right now, the
Aegyo
manga is so much better.
I mean, yeah, but
It's so much better.
the first few episodes, like the first half of that season, Air Gear in motion is drastically different to Air Gear on paper. Just in
Yeah,
energy. Art wise,
maybe.
it doesn't compare. Not at
No,
all.
because I read it before I watched it.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
that's the issue.
and I loved the series early on. You know, big fan of O'Grady. He does some amazing work.
You
And
said Oda was horny.
I know he's majorly horny. And after reading Air Gear, I'm just like, that was unreal. And then I heard about the anime, and I'm just like, this is going to be great. And then I was thoroughly disappointed. But then again, I was thoroughly disappointed with his last one as well. So they've
What was the
adapted
last one?
both of his major works,
Yeah.
which were just completely destroyed. Like
Sorry.
if they did it now, it would be different because that
Yeah.
you know we've passed that threshold of violence and aggression and what they can portray on screen and stuff like that and what's
Hmm.
okay. And I think if they redid it now, it would
Are we talking
make
about
the
Air Gear or the other one?
the other one, which I can't remember the name of for some silly reason. That's right. It doesn't matter.
I got it.
But if you love action and martial arts, the man is a master of motion. He
Tenjo
does
Tenge?
yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Something else. Oh, the action
Damn
scenes in
it!
that so brutal.
I keep making myself sad because that's like the same error as Siren, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So much good content around that period of time. That sort of early mid-90s
I know
to
that like
early 2000s.
there is no hope of Siren getting an anime
That's
adaptation, but
not true.
I want it so bad. Dude, it got
Dude,
cancelled.
when you get to that, you become a producer
I
and
will
have millions
rally.
of dollars, you can start your own studio and
Yeah, just
and
with the
make the
cash that I've
Siren
got in my
committee
pocket.
and just go. You can do it, man.
Oh, I completely forgot to ask you before the show. Did you watch episode 0 of season 2 of Mashoko Tensei?
No, I was going to, but I just ran out of time, man. I you know what my life is like. It's just go, go, go.
I know.
And trying to squeeze stuff like that in between.
I feel bad
And
that we squeezed in cheat skill then.
but we didn't. We sat down and we watched that together in an intimate viewing as we both screamed at the screen.
It was definitely an interesting being able to hear you while watching it.
That's what I'm actually like while I'm watching it too. All the time. I didn't want to rush Mashoko. I
Oh,
wanted to sit
dude.
down and watch it and experience it because I know I'm going to be in for more of
Everyone
what it
that
was.
was concerned about season 2 not being as good because the directors changed, completely unfounded. Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
It's the same standard of quality in season 2.
yeah.
It was really fun for me actually because I actually hadn't seen any of the content that they start
Oh,
off seasons
so
episodes.
completely brand
Yeah.
new. Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
nothing for us anyway in this English speaking world.
yeah. Well, I think you can read the light novels. But yeah. Anyway.
Words, man, words.
So it starts off episode 0 is focused all around Sylphie, which
Oh, nice.
was really cool. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like the uh, this is what Sylphie's up to from the point where they all get teleported.
Yeah, because they didn't really cover her
Yeah.
all that much.
So I think I'm not 100% sure because I haven't read the light novels, but I think that this could be a OVA type episode where it's set up for the later part of season 2.
Yeah. They just wanted
I
to get
don't.
a little bit of info dump out of the way.
Well, reading the manga, I mean, it was kind of obvious who it was, but Sylphie's hair, like, it is minor spoilers for episode 0 of season 2 for the first like 2 minutes. As she's like hurtling through the sky, she gets the trauma thing where her hair turns white.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
so when Rudy and her end up meeting up again, he doesn't recognize her at all. And she's kind of going under a pseudonym. So even though like aesthetically you age her up and you're like, that kind of looks like Sylphie, we're not going to get that reveal like I did when I read the manga. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what direction they're going, but I can see what they've done in terms of narratively piecing it all together.
Yep. Nice.
If that that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Starting getting the bones out,
Yeah,
laying
and
it down.
it was a really fun first episode. Apart from Sylphie, it was all new characters, all new settings. But it was, honestly, episode 26 of season 1, like it just slots straight in.
Yeah.
It's
No intro, no outro.
Nah.
Excellent.
You got the song, you got the credits, but it's just bang. All 25 minutes of just
traveling montage.
Oh, dude, it's so nice for it to be back. And Rudy will be back in episode 1.
Yeah.
I think the first episode is called like Depressed Magician or something like that.
Which is
the
sad, name of
or the sad boy, something along those lines.
Sad boy eats alone.
Pretty much.
Oh no. Okay. I'm definitely gonna sit down and really soak it in.
It's so gorgeous. And the choreography. Oh, so good.
You're setting that bar, man. You're setting it high.
I know. If if Oshinoko is going to get ruined for you, look out with Mashoko. There's a lot more political. What's the word? Not intrigue, machinations. That's the word. That's what.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
because it was pretty empty on that sort of stuff in the first season.
Yeah,
they
like it was
on
there,
it in the
but not.
background.
I think Rudy was too young to be included in it.
Yeah, and they were also traveling a lot, so it's not like they stopped and had a chat to everyone about what the political standpoint is in that particular geolocationary area. It's
I think probably the closest thing we got was the hinting of the grey rats and their standings, and Eris's father being executed.
Oh yeah,
because of reasons.
Yeah,
basically
that was just
taking
dumb.
the fall.
Yeah,
I mean, like it was good in terms of setting the tone of like what the political
world is like.
Yeah, I was gonna just have to use machinations again, but I didn't want to because I'm like I already felt like a pompous idiot.
Oh,
but I couldn't
big words.
I couldn't think of any other word, so
yeah, that's all right.
Intrigue, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It is. I feel like they're going to be laying down a lot more plot this season after how much character development they did in the first season. They got to start putting the plot out there now. I mean, the dude's stuck in another world, and we kind of started to forget about that.
Who cares? Nah, fantasy
exactly.
world.
And that was one of its its real benefits. I thought was the fact that it ignored the whole concept of this is a video game style environment like they all do. This is just you've been plonked down in a fantasy world. Done.
What I
No.
liked the most about it was that the only bits of the real world was Rudy's trauma.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, because everything else is irrelevant,
Yeah, it's all
except
past.
this season we will it will become more relevant.
Yeah.
I just remembered. Only because no, you know what? That's where
Yeah.
I'm leaving it. I don't want to give
Please
any more
do.
spoilers.
Don't ruin anything.
I know. Thank you for.
I'd literally travel 4 hours just to slap you in the face if you ruined anything.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's like, bad choice of words. I forgot who I was talking to.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about cheat skill?
Yeah, look, let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Yeah. So we finally got our last episode after they spent their extra 2 days animating
That's right.
the episode.
I mean, look, it wasn't the worst episode. It's still a bad show, but it's not the worst episode.
Yeah, and and if you take it from the standpoint that not the worst episode, but still one of the worst things we've ever seen. I mean, this is 100% in comparison to only episodes of Cheat Skill. This episode was probably somewhere in the top 3, yeah, of this anime
series, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because we've just finished talking about what I would consider peak isekai.
Yeah. No, it is the holy grail at this point.
And now we switch to the valley.
And if Mushoku Tensei is the bar to reach for, this is the very center of the earth.
I mean, if I feel like anything better than Cheat Skill is the bar, but that bar is set pretty fucking low.
It's so low. It's so horribly low. So we have this beautiful episode of being in the fantasy world still.
Oh yeah, we only had like what 30 seconds, a minute, if that, of them going back to the real world for no fucking reason.
Oh yeah,
because we switch back to him being at school, only for him to run out of school to run back to the isekai world.
Wait, we got to cover the really, really stupid scene at the start.
Which one? Oh yeah, that
where
one.
they're trying to be super edgy.
That's right.
Where they've brought the prince in, and I thought she killed the prince.
Nah, he stopped her from killing him.
Oh, I don't remember that scene.
Actually, no, it was the arrow.
Yeah,
we don't know who shot the arrow. No.
Didn't she shoot the arrow into the prince?
No, she threw the knife at the prince, and someone shot an arrow through the window and knocked the knife that was going towards the prince. Oh, dude! Wait. No, nothing makes sense anymore. I don't.
It never made sense. I feel like shit just happens because they're like, I don't know how to make this a plot point. Can we just do the next thing?
I think I'm misremembering.
Just make something up. Yeah, because it's after the fight. So you're thinking about it before the fight. So before they start having a fight, she shoots the arrow at him and or the knife, and someone hits it with an arrow. But at the end of the fight, she uses the arrow to shoot the prince. I swear that's what happened at the end of the episode.
Clearly not.
No, because they've dragged the prince back to the king's chambers to...
Ooh.
I don't know why. You know, they've brought him back to the... Why would they take him there, though? Why wouldn't they just behead him where he stands?
Because he's royalty.
No, he's not.
He's the man in the iron mask.
Oh my god, the mask. Oh yes. So I love this scene where they're like, tear his mask off. and we don't actually get to see them doing it. We just
I thought
hear
he
people.
tore it off himself.
No, he was chained up, man. They tore it off for
Uh,
him, and they tore his shirt off as well. They're like, take his mask off and tear his shirt asunder, which they do, and he has all these horrible scars all over his body,
which apparently his sister did because
okay,
she's
let's
so
try and
potent and magic.
yeah. Can you help me decipher what actually happens here? Because he goes on this like massive edgy monologue about how
I kind of didn't want you to say that because I was eating dinner at that point, so I was just like shoveling and trying to watch.
it was just so it was so hard to understand. So the reason he had all the scars over his body is because he got burnt, and then his sister healed him, but her
No.
magic was so.
It was
What?
it was her magic that caused the scars.
No.
Yeah.
Because he healed. Didn't she heal him?
Hang
You
on,
see
hang
what
on.
I mean?
Right,
None of it made any
all right.
sense.
All right. So he's like that because he was caught up in an incident where she lost control of her magic. I'm replaying it now.
Yeah, I know. I'm inflicting this upon you again.
I know.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why he.
So they healed cleanly once, then he went crazy, and
Yeah, but why? Can you clarify why he went crazy?
He just said he went mad. I don't know.
This is the thing that doesn't make any sense.
Being showered by his sister's tremendous magical energy. It was like a torrent of insanity rushed over him. And an intense urge for destruction grew within him. What?
That's some edgy bullshit right there.
In the end, the only way to suppress that urge was to mutilate himself.
Okay, so the fact is his sister gave him a boner and he chose to mutilate himself.
No, she didn't. Maybe.
That's how I'm listening. That's how I'm hearing it.
She was so well endowed with magical energy.
This is what I'm thinking. This is what I pulled away from it. He actually had some sort of sister complex, and he ended up mutilating himself, so he didn't do anything.
It's weird, right? Because the scars are almost like undulating.
Why did you choose that word?
Because what other word would you use?
Well, they don't undulate.
They do. I'm looking at them right now.
They throb. Sorry.
No, they undulate.
I'll stop. Yeah. Okay.
It's like they put like this weird texture over it. They're just like weirdly. It's like you know the little galaxy balls that have like the starry ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
So what you're saying is they've just run some texture behind the animation and
yeah.
But
it specifically looks like that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's magical inside.
Yeah, it's like weird magical scars. Gross and undulating.
So how do we solve this problem, Brad? How do we solve a problem like this?
Oh.
What do we do?
You make me stop watching it for a second time.
Yeah. Stop watching Brad.
We give him a potion because
but do we? Or do we just splash it over him?
No, he force feeds him, doesn't he?
Oh. It's off screen. You can't really tell.
Pretty sure he just like makes him just
chug it. You drink this. It makes him beautiful again. It's beautiful juice.
Yeah, actually, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's unclear.
He just splashes his stuff all over his undulating scars.
He's just like sploosh.
Here we
So
go.
half of the bottle is gone, and then it pans to everyone. So he's going over to him. He pulls his head back, and then it pans to everybody else in the room. Goes back to him, and then his scars are all glowy and
Yeah,
disappearing.
they didn't want to animate the action of him getting splashed.
I can't imagine why.
That might actually require some effort.
I was going more the sex route, but sure.
And I would have been happy. That would have been
He just gets
something to talk
bukkake.
about.
He gets bukkake by you, yeah?
He'd be down. You saw his face. He's just fallen in love with you. That's like everyone else.
But also, I know I defended it while we were watching it, but
You did. You tried.
how in the fuck did that cure his insanity? Like, I get it. Oh, it's
so
a
you heard me
cure-all drug.
screaming at the screen. I'm just like, what is going on? That guy was insane like 3 seconds ago. And
Yeah, his scars got healed, and now he's just a normal, regular dude again.
yeah. Now he's not like you. And we forgot to talk about the sympathizing with him because he went through all the trauma. There was all the trauma that was apparently like his trauma.
Stupid.
Yeah, so dumb. Anyway, after that, they would. I
Actually, he's even more like you now. He had a traumatic upbringing, and then he got splashed with some magic goo, and now he's cheated into being perfect again.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking hate this show.
It's so bad. And it just tries so hard to be like have these edgy moments, but it just falls flat on its face with so many plot holes and so many unexplained scenarios. The whole fight that ensues, that runs after this, makes no sense.
What are you talking about? That was the best part of the episode.
Yeah, but it still made no fucking sense, man.
Oh wait. Sorry, are you talking about the fight between the princess and the king?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about the big fight that goes for like half the episode.
I mean, hang on. Nope. Them arguing about whether or not they should punish the prince.
Oh yeah, what the
for like half the episode.
I'd actually cut that out of my head.
Like that's what I thought you meant. I was like, that was awful.
No, I've physically removed that from my brain.
Because the princess is just like, what I want is what will happen. And I'm like, I remember while we were watching it, I was just like, man, that girl is scary. And you're like, why? Because she's a brat that gets everything she wants. I'm like, yes, absolutely. She is the authority in the kingdom. And she's oh God, I can't speak anymore. Aggrandizing brat. Oh,
it's such a disgusting. Ever since she showed up on screen, I've freaking hated this character.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Or was it 2?
She just makes me vomit. She really does. It's just such an awful character, and and that says something considering the show she's on. And all the other characters she has to deal with. Oh, he might still.
Nah, he loves her again. They're all a happy family again because she decided that now he's beautiful like Fabio again.
Yeah, and he's been splashed with yuya juice. He's all good to
go. They can be a happy family again. It's fine.
So he's received yuya's. He's received yuya's blessing.
So dumb.
But
he worked with the Dark Guild. Yeah, and so did my so did my guard. Yeah, and the only reason we spared her is because you argued to save her. Like, what kind of an argument is that, princess?
Yeah. Such a horrible character. And then we get, so what actually happens? Because we go from there, he like passes out on his bed for some reason. I still don't understand what happened there.
He's a tired boy from splashing goo all over
And then
the
we're in
prints.
school again. We're back at school.
Actually, yeah,
Like,
he doesn't.
30 seconds.
How did he?
Yeah. See what I mean?
You work back up. Yeah, okay. It just straight up transitions.
Just cuts straight
Yeah,
to,
the hard
and
cut.
it's just him running back to the world from school.
It was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think it was just a reason to have
the girl come over.
Girl,
Yeah.
to have her come over, as well as to have him have the fight back near his house and not at the capital. Yeah.
Are you implying that they actually thought that out?
Yes, but only to the point was, oh, how do we get girl to the fight alive? Because we've already established that it's super dangerous at Yuya's house in Otherworld. So,
but she's outside of the house.
Yeah.
In the forest.
Yeah.
Walking towards all of the explosions in a world she doesn't know or understand. In a forest that she knows is horribly dangerous.
My argument here is
just don't.
The fight between the two god tier dumb shits. Yeah, they throw it around so much in this episode.
Everything's a fucking god in this episode.
Even his little boy.
Even the pig is a freaking god. Which is the best part of the goddamn episode.
I love that pig so much, and his little asterisk butthole. There's like a good 10 seconds of just looking at the pig's butt. It's the best 10 seconds of that episode. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I guess all of the things were scared because they were doing the punch fighting. I don't fucking know.
If they were scared, if freaking level
but she's an
90
idiot.
goblin kings are scared,
but she's an idiot. They're all idiots. Name one character in this series that isn't an idiot.
And then during the battle, right, she sees her and aims for her once, right?
Did she?
Yeah. She
was that when Yuya ran over?
Yeah, and Yuya pops out and blocks the arrows. Just once.
Then she was nowhere near. Like, I thought that's what was happening, but then he was behind the rock, and she was on the other side of the rock, and girl from Otherworld was just
behind a tree somewhere off in the distance.
And so I'm like, wait, so what happened?
And then there's a rabbit, and then the pig farts, and everybody's killed.
God rabbit
fights the god tier girl, who turns into a vile god. Oh my god, it's everything about this damn show is so unoriginal and so fucking dumb.
I mean,
so dumb.
The thing that pisses me off the most is that it's got legs, but they're stumpy little legs. They haven't grown into their legs.
There's a world there.
Yeah,
that's the frustrating part. Is that they've stolen so much content that they've actually built a world that's a playable environment, and they just don't play.
They shat the bed. They stole a whole bunch of linen from a whole bunch of different stores, made a really nice, comfy looking bed, and then took a shit on it instead of going to sleep.
And then slept on the floor.
Well, yeah. Why would you want to sleep on a shitty bed?
Yeah, but that's a prime, cover of what's happened there. They've made a very nice bed made of stolen sheets and shat on it. The analogy is perfect. You just saw something else, didn't you?
So
Are we ready for season 2?
they
They've announced
literally
season 2.
waste a minute and a half. Actually, no, they waste 2 minutes of him waking up in the other world, in the isekai world, of him running to from school to the isekai world before the fight starts. 2 minutes of him just running through the 90s.
He's just running through so he can get to that 3D rendered armor.
Yeah,
and
that
wave his stick in the forest.
I am including like a good 20 seconds of that is the 3D armor.
I don't understand that bit at the before the fight where he's standing in the forest just waving his sword around.
Yeah, actually, it's
What was that?
It's probably about 3 minutes until she actually rocks up.
Yeah.
I
don't know what.
About 3 minutes and 15 seconds is where she pushes the doorbell. So from the school to the doorbell ringing is about 3.5 minutes.
Oh.
And then they waste another
Seriously,
minute
if they can get this
her.
thing fucking funded, why can't you get the siren stuff off the ground? Man, what's your excuse?
Oh, that's a good valid point.
Now, admittedly, I would not want to see Siren produced in this manner.
I mean, no, I'd be okay with it.
No,
It is still shit all over this because
I know story and
what they're adapting is
good content.
Fucking amazing, man. I love Siren so much.
I know you do. I'm
gonna have to read it again, aren't I? So good. It's
Everybody
so very
else needs to read it
2000s though.
Here's your takeaway from today's episode. Please read Siren.
Do not watch what's it called again? Cheat Skill in Another World.
I did cheat skill from Another World and became unrivaled in the real world too. It's even got a really terrible title. I mean, as far as isekai titles go, that's pretty bad.
God, we forgot that he does the stupid dumb shit to the girl.
He does that through the whole episode. Do you know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of this.
He did the whole are you scared of me now? I've basically been cheating. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up, please.
You literally explained that in the last episode to the exact same person in the exact same location you're standing.
They moved a little to the left.
Yeah, they. Yeah.
Oh shit, you got me there.
Yeah, and the end credits. What the hell? Taking the girl to the real world.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, I get him linguistically cutting between the real world and the isekai world because he has a linguistic skill.
Yeah, I guess she does not. Too. Why not?
Oh, you're right. She's a god tier vile god.
Yeah, she's from the other world. She could have that linguistic skill.
Does she not still have those skills, like godlike powers in the real world?
I guess.
Isn't that horribly dangerous?
I guess.
Nothing's thought out.
It hurts.
It does. It's terrible. No more. We're done.
Thank Christ for that. Man, I wish there was like a better vernacular that I could use instead of saying thank Christ, but anyway. Thank Haruhi. Thank Haruhi that we don't have to watch that shit anymore.
Haruhi?
Yeah, Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yes.
She's God, remember?
Man, that's a whack show.
do you okay. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya has 8 episodes that are exactly the same. Or is it 8? Yeah, it's Endless 8. Yeah. They are like the dude is stuck in a time loop. It is literally Groundhog Day, and it is 8 full-length episodes. I would watch that back to back and rewatch Cheat Skill.
Yeah, but that was a good show.
It was a good show. I mean, when I rewatched it, I did not watch all of Endless 8 again.
Well, there's no need to. You know what happens.
I watched episode 1 and episode 8 of Endless 8 and was like, there we go.
Done.
Done.
Oh.
It's
Right. Everybody read it now.
If anyone's got the Shonen Jump Viz subscription, I forgot what the word was. Link is in the live chat, comments, whatever, or depending on where you're watching. Give it a read. It is a hell of a good series. Very edgy, but in a good way.
It's how shonen's meant to be.
Yeah, it's shonen edgy. Oh wow, that's echoey as hell.
Allow me to yell into my drink bottle. Yeah, it is. It's shonen edgy. It's not too serious. It's not too comedy. And the action is peak.
There's not a lot of comedy in it from what I remember.
No, it's just some silly interactions between a couple of the main characters.
Yeah. Like, I say that, and it's been, like, what, maybe 2 years since I've read it?
For the 10th time.
No, I have only read it the once. And I can't believe that I missed it. Like, I know it wasn't as accessible for us back then when it was releasing. No one talks about it.
No, because on a global standpoint, it's not classified as that good of a series. Yeah. Which is really weird. But then again, you know, we love all the series that gets axed. We're just those guys who see the world that, you know, the creators making, and we see what they're trying to do, and we agree with it.
Yeah. Like, look at this. Look at this edgy hell. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
We even get a girl with glasses.
And a sword. You can't go wrong.
We all know the bespectacled beauties by now, where it's at.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I love this art. So good.
It's yeah.
I think there's only like 11 volumes.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Watch me be wrong about this. Yep.
But it's not that much more.
I mean,
no, it's not that much more. See,
we're already at 16. I was 5 off. Yeah. When 11 loaded in, I'm like, that's not the final cover. I'm like, uh-oh.
You were close.
Yeah.
Still a pretty short read in the
11 chapters, 11 volumes is Chainsaw Man. So it's almost like reading part 1 of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, just minus all the gory action. It's got a little bit of gore.
It's got a bit.
Not Chainsaw Man level gore.
I mean, what, that's
back then
15 years
yeah,
between?
back then it would have been edgy and gory.
Makes me feel so old, even though I didn't read it when it came out.
I did.
Oh, did you?
When I was reading it, it was still ongoing at the point. So at the time, the first time I read it, I didn't get to read the end until a little bit later on when I read it for a second time. So yeah, that was back in the days of IRC.
So it launched December 2007. and went for just shy of 3 years.
Yep.
So wow. Okay, yeah, it's about, yeah. So when it finished, it's been what, 13 years now,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
13, 16.
When? 2010. What year is it?
Yeah.
You made me double check. Like, hang on, when are we?
What's the year again? It's
2020.
2024, man. It's almost time for Kaiju number 8. Yay.
We needed another good sci-fi series in Jump, like a sci-fi mystery thriller, like Siren. I want that.
Or Area.
What do we? Aliens Area was probably the closest that we had,
Yeah.
and then it disappeared. But I want something like Aliens Area meets Ginkran Lunar. I want that adventure that it. Because it is
doesn't
almost
seem to be
an
popular
isekai.
at the moment.
Like, I don't know. I want
I don't
Siren.
understand
Give
why.
me Siren again.
I know. There's a lot of things I want, but it's not
power
gonna...
system was so interesting and dope as hell.
It was fun. It was a lot of
really
fun.
was. It was smart. A lot of thought was put into like, here's this overpowered ability that he can't use properly. Now I'm gonna figure out how to make like how he's gonna work around that.
Yeah. Right.
I can only remember his.
You got any other recommendations before we
read Siren?
Read Siren.
What about you?
No, just read all the weeklies. We once again, we're eating well. Everything's traveling along really well. I haven't seen anything that's really sort of off-putting besides Thumbs in Reverse.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Oh my god, I almost freaking had a heart attack when I saw it. It's like, they're doing so well, and it's just last page. I'm like, oh my god, how do you do that?
I just don't like his design. He looks weird. He looks
kind of dumb.
He looks like $2 shop Muzan when Muzan is like cosplaying as Michael Jackson. So it's like a discount. Also, it looks like they've got the pinch tool on his face, and just like his face is just being pinched.
Or they've used the mirror tool and they've just moved the line a little bit close to the other side instead of being in the center. So everything's just like a little bit off center and then mirrored across. Are you gonna bring it up, aren't you?
I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, bringing it up.
I don't think the hands are that bad because it's like he's doing like something equivalent to that, right?
No, he's doing this, right? He's doing like this weird thing, except his thumbs are like on the other side of his hands.
Well, just really quickly, because I just saw it again because there's new Vault chapters for it. We never talked about that latest episode of Golden Kamui. and we're an hour and a half into the episode, so I think
we'll... You think?
Yeah, we can definitely talk about it.
I was going to say, let's keep it for next week, and
we can talk about it.
Keep our time under 2 hours.
Just real quick, it'll be quick.
Okay, we'll you explain. You please do explain the whole scenario to us in fine detail. Maybe some sound effects for us, even. Oh my god! It was the noise that got me. I'm just like, what's going on? And it was...
So Golden Kamui, I haven't fully caught up with myself. I read a bulk of chapters when I get burnt out on reading the weeklies, and then just, I don't know, let it sit there for a bit when I get burnt out on reading like a bulk of Golden Kamui. And a couple of weeks back now, I think, a section from the latest episode started trending massively because it was so ridiculous. Because two characters have a jack-off fight, and you just hear this. And there's just liquid being sprayed everywhere, and then they're jacking off on horses, and they're having like a gunfight with their dicks.
And all the shots are like just shoulder cropped, so all you see is like their shoulders moving and this noise.
So dumb.
And the way they behave, it's just like
it's so serious
all over the place.
It is like a shootout with penises that you don't see. You just see.
It's so ridiculously entertaining, but it just sums the show up so well.
But then it's like it goes from that silly dumb shit to a dude being like having his face torn off by a bear, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. I would very much recommend Golden Kamuy. It is peak anime. It is, believe it or not, a historical drama.
It's an edgy historical drama with some of the most ridiculous humor that's ever existed.
So funny. And well, I mean, you've got Ed Gein essentially in Japan called Edo Gein. And he's like, dude, there's a fashion runway in like full human skin suits that he's made that make him look like other things. So dumb. I love it so much.
It's all the bad things rolled into one.
It
all
shouldn't
the things
work.
That you're not meant to laugh at.
It should not work.
No.
And then it has such heartwarming.
Yeah, it's such a weird blend, right?
I'm sorry. I just remembered the last bit of that I read, like the last heartwarming moment. The bald dude. So the main characters, oh my god, I've forgotten their names. So the war hero character and the young Ainu girl, they get separated and they finally reunite, except when they do, they end up getting like stuck to like a piece of ice or something.
Yeah. I know.
And so they this is the first thing that popped into my mind when I was like, heartwarming moments. And they have to they're in like a frozen tundra, and they've got to use something warm to get it off.
Got to get unstuck.
And so the bald dude starts pissing on him. And then they're drawn like they're like, it's so, he's so stupid. And then it's just like, oh no, some of it got in my mouth. And it is the dumbest shit.
This is not the first time they're pissed on each other either. This seems to be a pretty common thing.
I mean, it happens like 2 or 3 times.
And you got to go, well, what else are you meant to do in that scenario? Surely enough, it's a historical fact, as they used to do in order to get unstuck.
This is so stupid.
But I remember seeing that because they've done the anime sequence for that, haven't they? One of them. They've done the anime sequence for one of them.
They'd have to, because I've read past that point, but I haven't gotten to the point with the jack off section yet, and so man, that killed me. Here's your little rage section.
And then you got line through the thumb as well. I hate hating on the series because I like the series.
Actually, yeah. Now that I'm trying to
look at it.
replicate
Look at
it.
it
It doesn't.
real hard.
How does I don't? Yeah. Okay.
Because the thumb is on the wrong side. If they'd just
Yeah.
drawn a line down the side of the hand there, it would have been semi-okay. But the dude basically turned into a penguin.
Is that?
No, you can't do it, man. You can't physically do it.
Yeah. That.
Unless he's doing like this.
Oh, yeah, because he's. Yeah. All right. Shh.
We'll just chalk it up to all the other stuff that's happening.
Leave it alone. Do retry's doing its best.
Look at the hand on the previous panel. I'm just like, they've got that dead on. It's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the deadline was rushing it and they're like, ah.
The hand's wrong. I don't care. Just get it out.
Yeah.
But a great series, regardless. It's fun. It's fun.
I mean, at least it's finished. Goku
Isn't that water looks unreal?
Man, I really was a bit harsh on Goku Rocker Guy today, wasn't I?
No, you were just pointing out the fact that they may have just run out of time, or maybe they were unwell. Everybody's a bit sick at the moment, you know. Everybody's a bit under the weather.
Well, they might have been unwell like 6 months ago when it came out.
Yeah.
Because I'm really behind. That was like chapter 3.
Yeah, well, it was winter, man. They would have been experiencing some cold like we're experiencing now. And yeah. It's okay. It's all part of the process.
That's right.
But I can't forgive thumbs in the wrong place. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, yes.
You're damn right.
His eyes are what drew me in, but his eyes have been like that the whole time.
Yeah, that's just his face.
It's like his eyes are being pulled. It's like he's got a tiny black hole in between his face, and it's just sucking his eyes in really slowly.
All the way in.
All right. Make sure you give us a like on the videos and share us around to your friends. Help us grow more. Let them know that we are live every Wednesday. At 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And help us feed that hungry algorithm. Hit the little subscribe bell, hit the notifications, and yeah, give it all the noms. I've been Brad.
I've been Logan.
And we've been Read This Way. Why isn't it playing?